Okay, I just want to go over idle population and training troops. Idle population is the total population limit that you have in your city. Idle is obviously what's not being used right now. Idle population is reduced by several means. Your tax rate, so if I change it to 50%, on the right side here you'll see my idle population drop by 50%. The other thing that's taken out is workers. I only have one resource lab. As you can see, it has 550 workers. The more resource buildings you have, the more idle population is drained permanently. I don't care if you drop your tax rate to 0%, you don't get them back until you destroy those buildings. Basically what I do is in the first beginning levels of the game, you might need to get a little bit of platinum, so having a 50% tax rate is the best way to go. Do not build a nightclub, they're worthless. Generally after that, once you have a lot of platinum, it's an easy commodity to get because you can just farm cities for it. They're all over the place. It's free to get, basically. So you drop it to 0%. That gives you your full idle population. Now, I'm farming. I should have 1 million blood coming in here in 46 seconds, but because of my upkeep, I'm only going to be able to train a couple troops at once. So it's not going to have quite the impact I'd like, but you're still going to see. So population limit being 104,550. When this blood gets back, I'm going to train a couple troops, or at least I'm just going to queue them up. Basically what happens is when you queue troops, so let's say I have 99,000, because you can put a maximum here, 99,000 population. If you're training like vampire bats, it's like 32,000 because it takes more idle population here. It takes 3 idle population for 1 bat. So you can only train like 33,333. Because that would equal 99,999 troops. So anyways, long story short, I'm going to see what happens here in a couple of seconds. Hopefully I get this done in time. So 2... There we go. Anyways, you'll see that my 104,000 population, my idle population here, is dropped down to 102,000. Now, had I had more blood, and I could have queued up more troops, and that would have gone down further. Now, this population is not going to come back for the moment, but the moment this training is done, this comes back up. So you see it says idle is 102,000. I come over here, speed it up to completion, give it a sec. My idle population, give it 1 second to refresh, has come back up to 104,000. So, let's say I maxed out my complete idle population in my barracks, and all my troops are training, and my population was down to 2 or 0, whatever. It's low enough to where I can't really train anything else. If you come over here, once your barracks are full, if you're just going to let them sit there and train and not flash them through, you can change your tax rate back to 50% and still get the full platinum. Now, I can't show you because my barracks aren't full, but it says 26,000 an hour. If my barracks are full and I have no idle population, I'm still getting the full 26,000, you know, from what I have in my cities. You'll get whatever it is that your homes give you. It's some sort of, you know, it's an error in the game. It's always been there, but basically you can take advantage of it to get platinum while your troops are training. But I'm going to drop mine back down to 0 here. So once those troops are done training, your idle population comes back up, and you can simply fill your barracks up again if you have the resources. So for those of you who are thinking I need like 60 homes, you don't. You just need enough. I recommend 10 to 15, no more than 15 between your barracks or your city and your 2 outposts. You have 2 outposts in 1 city, 5 barracks or 5 homes for each, area. I put them all in my city so I can have more barracks in my outposts, therefore I can train troops faster. Basically, this explains why you only need so many homes. You don't need to have 1,000 homes and 2 barracks. Remember, the less barracks you have, and the lower levels they are, the longer it takes to train troops. So I went back and I showed you the Impaler, how it took 4.5 minutes or whatever it was to train over here in the city, but it was only 3.5 minutes over there. If I had all houses in 1 barracks, it would be considerably longer. So, take advantage of the fact that your idle population resets the moment your troops are done training.